I mean, firstly, I should say the whole Damien McBride affair is contemptible. There's no two ways about it, and certainly Downing Street is well rid of somebody who thought that was something that was a useful thing to be doing. So that's absolutely the case. But I think, yes, Gordon is the person to lead the country, because I think on the big issues, he has taken the right decisions. He has done the things which give us the opportunity to get through what is a global economic crisis. I mean, whatever Nadine and the Tories might say, this is an economic crisis which was made in America, which has spread through our globalised economy in a way which has never been seen before, and it required a degree of decision and action which hasn't been required for decades, and that is what has been shown by Gordon Brown and indeed by Alistair Darling. We know in Scotland, for one thing, it has saved two of our biggest companies, two banks, which if they had failed, and they would have failed without the support that they got, would have taken with them tens of thousands of jobs, all the savings, all the pensions and all the mortgages. That action was needed and it was taken, and it gives us the opportunity to move forward. And as for those who have made criticisms of Gordon, previous Labour ministers and so on.
Hazel Blears is hardly a previous Labour... Hazel Blears is in the Cabinet.
Well, I think...
And John Prescott mocking his smile, and what's all that about?
I think Hazel Blears, shouldn't have written what she wrote, and I think his colleagues around him should get behind Gordon Brown, back him, and work towards the next election where, yes, the public will get to make their choice. But they should be backing him because he is the right person to take us through this difficult time.
If you were Prime Minister... If you were Prime Minister and a member of your Cabinet teased you about your appearance on YouTube, if you want to, and then talked about the government's lamentable failure, wouldn't you sack that minister? Because you're in charge, or would you just sit there and let her carry on?
Well, I have to be a bit careful, David, because frankly, I do a YouTube video diary as well, and I'm not sure what my shadow cabinet think of it. Well, my smile's certainly nicer than John Prescott's ever smile.
But it's a serious question. If your own cabinet ministers start mocking you in public, and you don't sack them, isn't that a sign of a failure of leadership?
No, I don't think it is a sign of a failure of leadership. I think if Hazel Blears is doing the job that she's there to do, then she should stay there and do that job. But I also say to you, she shouldn't have written what she wrote, and Gordon's colleagues should back him, because he is leading us through a very difficult time, and he is the right man to do that.
I'll come to Nicola in a moment. The woman sitting in the second row, please.
I think that we need to actually encourage Gordon Brown's use of YouTube and new media. How many young people actually go out and vote? This is a way to get in touch with them and to get in touch with other parts of the community, to get them to go and vote and have their say in this democracy. I think he should be applauded for that.
Okay. And